Here's a technology integrated model lesson plan for science, and it shows that how meaningful and purposeful a way of integrating technology can do wonders. There are various heads over here. The purpose of this plan is to teach in traditional classroom and also online. The teaching point here is cell as the basic building block. The things required are here. Then in the teacher's activity, teacher will plan what technology to make lesson interesting and to achieve the objectives. First of all, there is a link to a web resource where teachers or learners can know more about shell as a basic building block. Once the lesson is introduced with the help of PowerPoint, teacher can use this web resource for more information and to ask various other questions to students to add more to his knowledge. So in this way, a lesson can be made very interesting. These are the computer skills which are required and will be learned by the teachers. So the techno skills are also learned along with the lesson plan. Now the second teaching skill is a teaching point is that of size of cell, size and scale and the form of cells, for which I have used some animations to tell students that how important the cell is and how small the cell is to give them the idea. So this is a small pinhead. When you magnify, you can see a human hair, a dust mite, raga weed, lymphocytes, red blood cells, Baker's yeast, E. coli, Staphylococcus, Ebola virus, and rhinovirus. So isn't this amazing? A wonderful animation of a resource which is there with us can be used to give students the idea that how small the cell is and why they really need to take care of their body. Each and every single cell in their body is important, so sense of appreciation can be inculcated. Then we have various YouTube resources or the other teachable comparison, and with the help of the video, by comparing the cell size with that of others, can give the student the idea that how important the cell is. And you can see the scale size also here, where a cell size can really be compared with the other small cells, and this will definitely give students the idea that how small the cell is and what important work cell performs in our body, why we need to remain healthy, are the things which can be taught to student by using purposeful technology resources. Here you can see that what all things students can do, the various activities, and what a teacher is learning while making this lesson plan. Need not to have a prepared lesson plans or packages at all, but teacher can use his own plan, can make his own plan. Then there is a eukaryote and prokaryote cells, the structure of cell, the various organelles of cell, all can be described and taught to students in a wonderful way. This is another web resource which is there for teachers. Teacher can use this to explain the eukaryotes and prokaryotes to students, what are the basic difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. And later on also student can go through this entire lesson plan, can learn himself. It can be given in the form of a video, can be given with the help of other web resources which are there for blended learning, such as ultimateedu.com, wonderful resource for blended learning. And a teacher and students both can use them in the school, online also. And here you can see that you can differentiate and explain each and every point that creates a difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells, and this will give a very basic concept of the cells. And a lot can be described, can be discussed in the class, and students can have a very interactive class, which otherwise is not possible in a traditional classroom. If you lack resources in the class, you can have it online, you can show the stuff online. These are the eukaryotic cells, each and every point is defined here. Teacher can explain this very well and can see that how wonderful smart lesson planning can help teacher trainees, teachers, and students to make learning more fascinating, interesting, and fruitful. Then I have one more resource, which is a wonderful animation and will show that how the animal cell and plant cell varies from each other. Here you can see the animal cell structure, the plant cell structure, how they are different. And I've used all the web resources. Teacher need not bother from where he's going to get the resources, but just a simple idea, a proper browsing navigation will help how teacher can use this wonderful tools to make learner understand the basic concepts of life, of learning. So here wonderfully diagrams can be taught to students, can be explained the basic difference. You can see the chloroplast in plant cell which is lacking in animal, and this is how each and every point can be discussed. It is a labeled, well labeled diagram, and the theory of each part, each organelle is also given in this web resource. So it would be great for teachers to know how to use these web resources in the classroom, and within a few minutes you can make your own smart plans. Here see a wonderful differentiation comes here, that animal cells do not have chloroplast, etc. And you can go to each and every point here, can differentiate between animal and plant cell, can have a detailed view of the various organelles, and can have discussion on it, interaction with your students, can have a wonderful, interesting, and fruitful learning with these web resources. You can make your own animations if you can. Otherwise, I feel it's great to use what all is there, rich web resources. The only thing is the knowledge to inculcate this in ourselves and to use these skills in teaching. And this is a wonderful blend of technology and the traditional resource or learning. Here we have one more resources, and this is how you can make it. Then it's very important that how you do the recap of your lesson. Here comes a recap, and I have used Clockster for this. Again, a wonderful way to make your teaching more creative. It's all your creativity, my dear friends. So a quick summary of everything which you have taught you. This will take you back to the link that why the building cells are the building blocks of life. You can frame number of questions on it. You can go to the various quizzes, animations which are already there. Here you can see one more web resource which talks about what is there inside the cell. You can frame questions, ask your students, can they give them further information, and can have interactive questions here, that how animal cell is converted to a plant cell, or what is the basic difference between the two. Then you can show them the extra information here. More you can add to what they really know, and you can use these wonderful animations which are all there in web. You need not create anything, you need not work hard for this, but you can use all these resources for your teaching, for enriching your teaching and learning as well. So this is how you can see that how I have used this web resource. In a Clockster, everything comes up out there and will make your teaching more and more interesting. And when you use these resources in the class, you see that what a big change comes in your classroom also, how the learners gets excited to know more and more about the taught content. So this is how you can talk about this, the nucleus, the questions, and whatever way you want to summarize what you taught in the class, or some innovative, creative, thought-provoking questions can be framed over on each web resource you show to them. Then we have some other resource here where you can see a brain pop, It's a small video which with the help of which you can ask quiz or you can play the movie, and here the questions will appear which your students will answer. You need not even frame questions yourself, but you can use all free resources for your students. Here is a jigsaw puzzle. You can see, you just held this well flesh cell, animal cell, and then you can ask your student to arrange and to solve the puzzle to make a plant or animal cell, and you see how enthusiastically student will participate in this puzzle, and how uh, you know excited they will be to do this, because it's lots of fun involved in learning, and this is what student need. Wonderful. This is another cell word puzzle where the hints are given. That's what how you will go across or how you'll go down, and by having discussed the same things in the class, you can help your students to solve this puzzle, and this will be a long lasting experience in their mind. It will lurk at the back of their brains, and so this is how you can have various web resources. Then you can ask them to email the contents to attach files, so that they also learn techno skills to participate in online classes. And by posting the same on your blog, developing a blog for yourself, for your students, you can do wonders. It is just, I believe, the creativity of a teacher, how well you can keep everything together and can use all your knowledge, skills to make your teaching learning. So I hope that this will help you a lot and will definitely give you more creativity